Residents were faced this morning with the incredible devastation caused by that tornado which sliced through the place.
Entire streets of homes were left with their roofs torn off, trees ripped out of the ground and cars tossed in the air by the fierce wind. It's a miracle no one died.
People who saw the 130-mile-an-hour tornado twist around the suburbs, shredding, uprooting and destroying almost everything in its path, spoke today of their panic and their fear.
In a moment, we'll have the latest from Chris Shipp, who's live at the scene. But first, Romilly Weeks reports on the tornado terror.
Morning in Birmingham, where residents are asking just what hit them on the day that nature turned their city upside down. A freak storm that left whole neighbourhoods looking like they'd been bombed. Short and violent, the tornado lasted all of 10 minutes, but its effects will be felt for very much longer.
Everything I've worked for in my life has gone. There's nothing left. My oldest son was in bed and the roof and a tree dropped in and woke him up. And then he ran, well, he couldn't get to my bedroom and he was stumbling through the rubble.
This is the moment the tornado hit, and this is what it felt like to be in its direct path. A cameraman and his crew pinned to the ground as the 130-mile-an-hour winds swirled all around them. From the air, the damage is mind-boggling. In street after street, houses with their roofs ripped off, whole terraces completely uninhabitable, and parks where there's hardly a tree left standing. So what caused it all? We asked the expert.
A contrast between cold air coming in from the north and warm, humid air coming up from the south. That produced a lot of heavy rain and some very localised, very severe thunderstorms. There it is, you can just pick it out over Birmingham. It's within the thunderstorm that the air starts to rotate and tornadoes can develop.
The clean-up is expected to take a good few weeks. 19 people were injured yesterday. The miracle that underneath all this destruction, no one was killed. Romilly Weeks, ITV News.
Well, let's go now to Chris Shipp, who's on the scene. Chris, looks pretty dreadful. What next for the residents?
You're right, Nick, it does look dreadful, and really this is just one street behind me, and there are literally hundreds like it across quite a wide area of South Birmingham. You may have seen on the front page of some of this morning's national newspapers an aerial picture of some of the devastation. It was taken in this street behind me. It's Birchwood Road. I'll just get the cameraman just to go down and just pick out some of the devastation. You can see the cars there that were picked up off the road and dumped onto the pavement. There are trees down, and if we pan up towards the roof of these houses, you can see, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's about 7 or 8 houses there, and none of them has a roof, all completely ripped out in yesterday's afternoon's tornado, and it happened in a matter of minutes. The clear-up operation here is underway, but not just in this part of Birmingham. The clear-up operation is underway across a whole wide area. Now, one of the residents who lives just down there at number 38 is Martin Jones. Martin is with me now.
Oh, yeah.
Martin, just tell me, yesterday afternoon you were in the top floor of your house. Explain to me what happened as your roof came away.
Well, basically, yeah, it just went really dark and the wind started blowing. I heard the window upstairs rattling, so I've gone upstairs to shut the window, looked out across this way, and all the branches from the park were coming over the houses towards the window. I've stood back from the window, got onto the stairs. I've looked up and the attic and the roof has I've just felt all the air being sucked out the house and rushing past me. And then I've just seen daylight.
So as you were standing in your bedroom, the roof came away and the air was sucking around you?
Yeah, absolutely. I could just feel it flooding through the house, and then I've gone downstairs, all the soot's gone down the chimney, there's flames, we had the fire on, the flames all over the front room and stuff.
And you must have been frightened out of your wits, were you?
We were both safe. That was the one thing. I knew both of us in the house were safe, so it was, you know, let's get outside and see how everyone else is and stuff.
OK, Martin, thank you very much indeed. And Martin, like many other people, not only in this area, but in many parts of Birmingham, have got a big clean-up underway. The trouble is, at the moment, they can't get into their houses. We're told some of them are structurally unsafe and may have to be demolished. And we've also had reports, not only in this area and in other areas, of looting. The police are very much on the lookout for that as